hello to every single full-size run fan across the globe. I'm Brendan Dunn.
I'm Matt Welty from Complex Sneakers.
And I'm Rex from Get In Line.
That's right, we have another friend of the program sitting in the seat today. We also have a guest with us.
Treis Hill from Alife.
Trey, how long have you been with Alife?
Since 2005.
And I think a lot of the people who watch the show maybe weren't super into sneakers during kind of the height of Alife's importance. Can you kind of explain to them what Alife meant to the scene back in the day?
You know, it was the first sneaker store of its kind. In 2001, we started. Alife was on Orchard Street.
Right.
Nike in 1999 was like basically using, just picking our brain on things that we could do, and we kind of like analyzed that. The anti of Foot Locker at the time, there was nothing like it.
How relevant do you think Alife is, or what's its importance at the moment?
We've been out of the picture, right, a little bit. Which is one. We're here doing the show, right? Like there's culmination of things past. I think streetwear in general, you can't have the conversation historically and not talk about Alife. It's like impossible. I don't care.
Do you feel weird that like all the others, like people are coming to New York now and trying to set up shop?
No, I think that's important. I think it's better because I look at like what happened to streetwear. It started essentially Japan and New York in a sense, and then I think it got away from New York. New York for a minute, 2009 and then like 12 when like Newark started closing and like it lost the kind of like the element. It went to like the LA streetwear moment, in my opinion, and then that's when like New York kind of like fell off.
Yeah.
And then you got other shops like Kith opened up. I think it's better. More competitions is better.
Alife was actually one of the first places that I wanted to visit when I moved to New York.
You wanted to get Stallie's autograph?
No, but Stallie is the homie. Shout outs to Stallie.
Stallie
You
is
always
the homie.
be trying to come from
I mean, we can make it happen,
No.
man. I
I'm just
can
fucking with
set you up with Stallie.
So, but to touch
Friend
on
of
what
the
you were
show.
saying, Alife is definitely, I wouldn't say they could never fall off because they're like a staple, just like Staple. So like when you think of New York City, when you think of New
You're
York
trying
City,
to come for me now because you're doing the...
anyways, when you think of New York City though, you think of like a few core brands. You think of Supreme, you think of Alife, you think of Staple, back when they was really pumping shit out, when they had their store down there in the Lower
Free
East
space,
Side.
I think, more than Staple.
But like with older generation or even some of the newer kids coming up, they still got a lot of respect for Alife because one of the things is you can't just go and pop in and buy that shit anywhere else.
But you guys were actually like resellers in a certain way. Remember talking to like Jesse and whatnot from Alife, and you're saying how you were calling Nike and getting stuff for like 15 bucks and just getting all these rare Air Force Ones and then flipping it at Alife, and it's kind of weird that that now you're going about it in a different way now.
Well,
Oh, he's not a reseller, right? You're not a reseller.
I'm not a reseller. I'm a
First of all, the
personal
number
shopper.
one rule is if someone tells you they're not a reseller and they immediately come
I
up
am
with this
not a
like long-winded
reseller.
answer like, I'm a curator
Personal
of
shopper.
high-profile. No, they're definitely
Image
a reseller.
consultant.
So Rax is a reseller, but go on, Rax.
No, I'm not. But
Go on,
What I was
go
gonna
on.
say, that was another thing. Also, I remember when I first moved to New York. I've been here. This will be my 8th year.
Where are you from originally? Sorry?
I'm from Ohio, Akron. Shout out to
Stallie.
yeah.
That's
I started high with 2 O's, just like Ohio. So what I'm saying
We're
is,
gonna get you a picture with him or something.
I already got one. You late. Anyway, what I was about to say is when I first came here, foam positives was like the big shit. That was when like the forest foams, the red foams with the clear ice bottoms. I remember the first shit I bought from y'all was the Halloween Air Max 95. The mummies.
Yeah.
The mummy wraps.
Yeah.
I bought those. That was like the first shoe, but I wanted
Damn,
to
you're fucking late to the game, man.
I didn't have access to the cool shit until I
Little
got
bit
to
of a
New
new
York.
jack, little
Damn,
bit of a
though.
new jack.
But what I'm saying is like I was gonna buy a pair off of a kid, he was trying to charge me the high, and y'all had them for a reasonable price. So I used y'all to gauge. So that it's
But speak about buying shit nowadays. Like it feels like everyone just buys shit online, right? Or you
Right.
can go on the Nike app, like you on sneakers, and you can just.
You wouldn't
cop.
go on the Nike app, but people who actually
But a
No,
store
yeah.
like
the
product
Alife,
they
but a
make.
And the
store like
confirmed app doesn't even work.
Yeah,
so,
don't even try that
but,
shit.
But I mean, like, what do you think the advantage? I mean, obviously, because at least me and Brendan come from the culture of back then.
I'm from the culture?
Maybe sometimes.
I appreciate it.
I mean,
one
what-
white man to another.
give you
Yeah.
an honorary
But-
status.
I don't know specifically. The question is like, what's the difference in
The advantage you think, or like for like
to
someone
coming to the store?
How do you
versus-
get someone in the store when they can just go on the app or go?
I
Answer
don't know.
that.
So whatever. I think at the end of the day, to me, historically, the irony behind like all of this stuff, like Demani, I don't know, who is like the pioneer, essentially, to what we're all seeing today in resale, right? Which is like
Flight Club,
kind of crazy because like the footwear news thing that came out was like a snub to like black people in general because like the one dude that should have been mentioned in that is a dude like Demani who started Flight Club, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Shout out
like,
to Footwear News who tried to do some damage control and reached out to the Soul Collector editor-in-chief. They tried.
Also, shout out to James Whitner for fucking putting them on blast.
He was great. That
Yeah.
was great. But I mean, so anyway, so like he was at Alife, went to Flight Club, started that. So like kind of birthed the same thing. I think at the end of the day, I think the kid today is not the kid of beyond. The sneakerhead before like would buy all the shoes, keep them, love them, collect them as if they were collecting stamps, right? But like the dude today,
Baseball
it's a
cards
different
and
game,
shit.
you know?
But Can I piggyback off
No,
what you
hit
said?
it, man.
No, what I was gonna say. Okay, so advantages of going to the store as opposed to shopping online. You can physically see some shit that might not be online. Online is not always up to date in terms of stores like on Alife or like even Round 2. They post shit on Instagram by the
What
time
is
you
that?
get to
Round 2?
Don't start.
What is that?
Don't start. Or if you go to any of these other consignment spots that have social media pages and shit like that, they might upload something right
And they
then
might
and
have
there.
fakes.
I don't know about that. I cop the sauce.
You actually try to buy shit that you're not trying to resell? Is that what you're trying to say?
I wear a lot of shit that I don't resell.
All right, let's get into the news.
The
Trey,
thing here, I see, huh?
I'm glad you're here. The first thing we want to talk about is this new pair of Yeezys that Kanye West posted on Twitter.
Sit
of course,
your
this
ass
is
down.
in between co-signing Donald Trump and all sorts of other wild
Yeah, it looked like
things.
he co-designed it with Chico Man.
How do we feel about this?
This shoe is amazing.
For real? For real?
No, I really like this shoe.
What do you like about it?
I like how it kind of really has
This
that,
is
like,
this is worse than the 700.
Bro, this
I
look
love
like
the
a,
seven-
that
I
look
love the
like that
700.
This
shit.
is worse than the first 700.
Bro.
This is the
What is this
700
called?
V2.
V2?
700 V2. He's saying it's approved for quarter 4.
That shit looked like some
I haven't
shit
seen it yet.
that an
That
extra
sales
in
stuff.
What do you
Westworld
think?
would wear that was working at the lab. Them shits is not tight.
I'm kind of happy, regardless of
I
how
said
we
give
feel
it
about
5 months and you're gonna try
I
and
will
cop
not
it.
cop
Like the fact that they were
that
getting
shit.
so roasted on Twitter. Like, have we just reached that point now where people are finally able to say that they don't like Yeezys?
Bro, them not hard. What happened? No, look, it ain't even because I'm not fucking with Ye right now, but what happened to the purple shit? The Beetleborg looking shits. What happened to that shit? Why we getting this?
But that's the other shoe though. That's the first one. This is the second version.
That shit ugly.
Trey?
You're not gonna try and flip these?
I'll let my youngins have it.
Not a
That.
reseller.
I'm not a
Right,
reseller.
not.
This is the first I'm seeing it. I think it's product, right? So if it works, it works. But I look at it like, could we sell a lot of them? I think the first drop they probably sell. But like
Yeah.
reseller, that's not my game. I don't know. We're not.
Can
we're
I get a different
resellers.
angle of the shoe? Do we have
That's the
another?
only
That's
you
the
gotta
only-
you gotta
that's
hit
it.
Kanye West on the DM.
We can't do that
if you
3D
need
shit with
another one.
Google where we just go over the stuff.
we're not that advanced.
But speaking of the thick with like 4Cs, like dad shoes,
I don't like the upper. The
You
sole
got-
is cool.
there's not just Yeezy and Balenciaga getting the game. There's also Puma that had the Thunder that the shoe dropped and it sold out crazy.
I'm so
That's 'cause
happy
it
to
looked
see
like
that. Like, I
some
don't
fire
think I
shit.
could wear this shoe.
But
but
is this
like,
fire to
the
you?
fact that
No,
Puma has
but
stuff.
it's
no.
got that aesthetic, bro.
is
I'm not
now.
one. Listen, I am not a yes man, bro. I'm not gonna be like it's hot because everybody else said it was hot.
Right, but here you are
That
with
shit
Off-White
ain't tight.
Jordans on.
Because I like them.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
I
I'm
love
sure
them.
you do.
You have on-
I'm sure
But
you do.
these are reselling for like $300. Do you believe that on a Puma shoe?
That's good for Puma.
Right, yeah.
But Rex Hogan ain't putting that shit on. That's good. If you want to cop that, I wouldn't roast you. If you want to buy 10 pairs and flip them, I would not roast you.
Not gonna happen because I'm not a reseller.
You might want 10 in stock and 1 to rock.
That shoe was a great shoe. It sold out. So
Right?
It looks nice. It's just not mine.
And I think we can all agree, like, Puma has been so quiet in the past couple years, aside from the Fenty stuff, that anytime that they do something that sells out, it's just good for
And the
all
Big
of us,
Sean
right?
stuff sucks.
Big Sean product is
it's a different market, right?
Bad.
I mean, it's like.
But it's just
not
like if
for
you-
the- it's not
if you
for the guy
sit-
watching the show.
If you
Right.
if you sit in a room with Big Sean and what you come out of it is a suede that has like a sock on it, like it's kind of like you really didn't do your job.
Them cool.
You're
because
not mad at the
motherfuckers,
Big
they
Seans?
look-
I don't.
they-
I
they
haven't.
didn't
I
put a
haven't
big-ass
necessarily
logo
seen
on
it, but at the end of the day, I don't think like every shoe is for the space, right? So like
I
sometimes
agree-
you
I
go
agree
to
with
First of
that
all, if you don't
100%.
watch this show, fuck you.
Yeah, I watched it this weekend. But, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did.
Would you like cram before the test?
The next sneaker we want to talk about on here is this one is very questionable to me. This is the Reebok Sock Run R.
Sock Runner,
Sock Runner, that's how
I believe so. The first
Sock Run R or Sock Runner.
The first one was a collab with Vetements that actually looked like a pair of Vetements socks. But Rax, the reason why, because I fucking hate sock shoes. Fuck sock sneakers. But the reason why we
my
wanted,
homie love them. Shout outs to my homie. You got Balenciaga.
the
thing.
reason why we wanted to bring this
If you
up
bought
and
those
ask you about
Balenciagas,
it.
I have nothing in common with you. That's Speed
Who,
Trainer.
me? I didn't buy them.
No, your
No,
homie.
anyways,
He getting chicken. Quit hating.
What's his name? What's his name?
the reason why we wanted to talk to you about this is because Reebok actually printed not for resale on the shoe.
They got high expectations.
How do you feel about brands putting that message out there?
You got high expectations because you got to sell out first.
But regardless of that, but brands trying to like be like, this is not for resale.
I think it's just them basically showing that they're aware of the culture and trying to do
But
their best.
does
to
that make you
something
feel
hot.
like not some sort of way, but the fact that like you guys guys have made it to the point where like brands are actually addressing it? They're actually acknowledging your shit?
Wait, are you
but
saying that
they
this
was
shoe is
putting-
a shot at racks?
they
Because
was
that seems
putting-
like a
but
bit
they
of
was
No,
putting-
I'm saying it's like they're actually acknowledging the
Nah,
culture.
bro,
though.
but like companies been doing that. Like I don't know how old you are, but companies used to
How
Pizza
old are
Hut.
you, Welty?
Pizza Hut used to put. Listen, Pizza Hut used to put video games in pizzas, and it said not
What?
for resale on it. Yeah, we used to give you demo discs.
In the pizza?
In the pizza.
Physically embedded in the pizza?
Not physically embedded in the fucking pizza. It would come in the box on top of the pizza.
Trey, can
video
we-
game and the. I mean, on this, I think this is more so not a shot at resellers. I think it's just a it's like a
marketing
branding,
ploy.
marketing thing.
Yeah.
Just like something cool
Welty's
to put on.
wrong?
I don't know if he's wrong or
agree.
right.
I
just
agree.
think,
I'm not
like,
saying that. I'm just,
He's
I
way
wanted
off.
to hear
Yeah.
his take
Well,
on
what
it.
I'm saying is like
I wanted
the
to hear
fact
Trey's
that
take on
companies,
it.
the companies is putting that shit on there. Like to me, that means that you think that the shoe is gonna do very well. Like you kind of are gauging what you think when you say not for resale, because that means you have
That
to
shoe's
sell
not
first.
reselling.
And I think that's basically a bold statement to make with that.
But-
Because I'm not buying that.
Speaking about resellers and
That's cool. That's more burn for my
but
comrades.
speaking about resellers, something that built up a reseller last year was Nike's vote for Air Max Day, right?
Yeah.
This year they did it
Again?
again. They did it again.
I ain't getting. Next time y'all better let me participate.
This
So
is the
what-
Nike On Air series? is what
On
they're
Air
calling it,
series,
right?
where instead of having like influencers or whatever, if you want to call them that,
I
design
don't.
the shoes.
Don't.
You don't want to call Sean Weatherspoon an influencer?
Carry
He
on.
influences you to hate him.
Hate,
so-
hate, hate,
Carry
hate,
on.
hate.
Carry on.
I'm wearing them on here when y'all come back
But
from hiatus.
they had actual. Hey, you think you're actually gonna get invited back? I mean, like that's kind of like that's
a
the crazy.
big if.
Yeah,
That's a big
but
if.
Brendan, you know what your pick was,
Yeah,
right?
I'm happy to see this Neon Soul 97 with the big swoosh on it from Korea. I was hoping that this one would make it through. I think these might actually all be getting made. Nike is a little unclear on that right now.
What you mean?
They're gonna
They
make
just
all 6 cities.
Haven't been explicit about it. I'm
New
glad
York
this
City
shoe made
one
it through.
sucks.
Yeah?
You
You're
like
gonna,
it?
make, you're gonna make a Statue of Liberty sneaker for New York City.
We already had a bunch of Statue of Liberty Air Forces. And
But
dunks and
speaking
shit.
about, I thought all those sucked, but what I thought was actually pretty good.
You
Gerald-
made your own.
I made
right?
my own.
Okay, this
see.
is like this.
Oh,
was,
you made. Oh.
This is basically a fucking 5th grade
is that?
project. You brought the poster board in. Well,
Yeah, they let me.
Rax, you want to hold that up
Yeah,
for
I'ma
us?
hold
and
this
tell-
up for
They
y'all.
even
All
gave
right,
you
so
a
what we got
fucking
going on
coloring
here?
book.
Did you
This
draw
is
it?
what. Wait a minute. You did this at work, like you were
No.
on the clock when you did this.
No, I went to the on-air thing.
Which which one are we going with?
So look.
Which one did you submit, Welty?
It had to be inspired by New York City, right?
Okay. So
But
what was your
I'm-
inspiration
a
for this?
place
I
you
feel like we
hate.
in Jersey right here.
I'm a
Exactly.
I'm
You
a
know
Jersey
he's
guy
from
though.
fucking
I'm a
Jersey,
Jersey
man.
guy.
Okay.
Is this your diary? Am I gonna be fucking freaked
Hold
out?
on,
if I flip
hold
this
on.
over?
I'm gonna take
So,
it.
so I'm a Jersey guy. So instead of saying
This is
I'm
dark.
gonna do something inspired, hold it out for the camera. Just don't.
Oh my bad. I was trying to get you to
No, I
explain
got,
what
I
was
got
going
it.
on. My
But
fault.
instead of doing it in New
There's
York.
a love
I-
letter to Gary Afton in here. This is
No.
weird.
shit.
Can I fucking explain, man? Jesus, I just did the view from
Jersey.
Jersey to
Look at
New
New
York. Yeah. To,
I knew that. I knew it. When I seen that, I was like, I done rode on the
Yeah.
New Jersey Transit a few times
Yeah,
from Newark,
yeah, but
and that's the view.
Yeah, that's
Trey,
the view.
Trey, how did he do?
I mean, I have a 3-year-old son. Probably go with what he drew instead. Maybe.
All right, well, let me ask you this. What is?
I'm not good at coloring the lines though.
But
I'm
why'd you do on this and not? So this was the project that Nike had everybody.
They had everyone. They gave me
Not,
the
not it
blank.
wasn't digital.
No. You had to like color it in yourself, and I'm just like at the end, like
the outsider? That's what it's
just-
called.
yeah, you just-
So it's kind of like that wheat.
You
like,
see here,
yeah.
look at this.
It's the
He didn't even-
Meadowlands.
He didn't even stay in the lines here.
It's the Meadowlands.
You got some work
bro.
to do.
I had like
I'm-
my
You
fucking
could have done better.
You should have hit the soul.
my shit died. The thing, and I was like trying to. They
For-
gave
for
me an hour and a
obvious
half.
reasons.
Hold on,
right
can
there.
I
Put
can I read
quotation
it?
there
Can I
to
read the
fill out.
description? I'm
Yeah.
gonna read
Go
the
ahead.
description for y'all. This is story time with Rax Hogan right now. New York is not my home. New Jersey is. This
say that.
is what thrives outside of NYC. The Meadowlands, the dead grass, the murky water, and the grog.
The gray.
Oh, is it gray? Your
does-
fucking chicken scratch. I got this. The gray industrial mess that surrounds it all. Damn, that doesn't sound fun or like libacious at all. The laces and tongue are white, so they get dirty and keep the what?
The original energy.
Original energy at a 180. You try to get his Ferruccio at the end of that right there? You was feeling like philosophical and shit. I ain't mad at him. I ain't gonna front. It kind of remind me of them one Air Forces that came out. Oh, it kind of remind me of the Laney J's too.
All right, let's get this out of here. We got some actual sneakers that are getting made and are coming out that we can have a look at. This is the LeBron Nike Air Zoom Generation, the latest retro pair. I think these are coming out on May 31st.
Throw that to me, man, because you know I'm from the. Oh,
Okay.
You know where I'm. Oh.
This SBSM pair,
These hard.
unreleased pair from back in the day that are coming back out.
I will wear these.
I remember when these came
fire.
out.
I remember
they
when
were
these.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, back in the day. I don't know what they'd be now, but
Yeah. No, all the PE stuff, like
506s
all
were
the PE stuff, like the shit that never released, like back then was like thousands of
Do
dollars.
you know where SF or
What?
SB?
St. Vincent, St.
Do you know
Mary.
can Nike sustain energy around LeBron's retro stuff? How long will people care about this for?
I mean, real fans will always be on it.
What
Like-
about the successive models?
The-
Air Zoom
the
Generation, I
funny
think, is a
part
good
about
shoe, but
this-
LeBron 2, 3, 4.
The funny part about
Those
this,
do well.
Them was the tight shoes, I think. I don't
The
really
two,
like.
the
I
three?
don't really like his new shoes now. Like they look too like futuristic. Like that shit. The 15 that just came out, like with the,
these are also pretty good for Celtics fans, considering they're probably going to win the series. On to the next. There's another Air Jordan, a limited edition Air Jordan coming out.
And you're upset.
This sucks. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain.
is that why they say 75 on the side?
Yeah, I believe 75 is the year that the club was founded in. But
You didn't do your
It's
research.
not for the guys out at the club setting. Like, isn't that? The guys on France?
I don't know.
Aren't you a soccer? Aren't you like a soccer guy?
Anyways,
What?
yes.
You didn't.
Anyways,
You're not the only one.
anyways, the shoe sucks because nobody who I know,
Well, I feel like they already came out with this though and just put 75 on the side.
nobody I
the
know.
man
Oh,
say
they
his
put
piece.
something on the inside too, right there.
Yeah, it's Paris. But anyone I know who's actually into the sport or is a supporter is not going to wear high top basketball sneakers. And this kind of looks like some really corny people at Jordan Brand were trying to make something cool for the World Cup, even though this is to celebrate PSG winning the domestic treble. But these
So your whole argument here is hooligans don't wear Jordans.
yeah,
Wait a minute. So wait, that's a Jordan that they made for the soccer people?
yeah.
How do we know? I don't understand. How do you? They,
Yeah, like, how are we supposed
They
to
got
know
the
that?
logo on the back, the PSG logo.
Yeah, it's on the
Were
back,
you
yeah.
similarly upset at the Neymar Jordan 5s?
Not as much because it was just corny and we
But
knew
them
what
ain't
it
shit
was.
but black fives.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's them trying a little bit too hard.
I like black fives, bro. I ain't gonna. I don't think they look hideous. Maybe your
All right,
reasoning
Wealthy's
is
upset because
shitty.
someone's trying too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
They don't
wow,
look
like
bad.
yourself.
They don't look bad. They don't
All
look
right,
bad.
but something that's actually good this week: George Lucas wearing Air Monarchs on the red carpet.
They probably bought those in 1980.
Yeah.
That's right, OGs.
Exactly
Yeah.
as the sneakers.
But I
should
know
be.
it's funny because what do you guys think about the Monarch like being cool now?
Who said it was cool?
That M2K techno that sold out.
It's all on trend. That's it. I mean, like, you know, industry's trend.
Would you wear it though?
I mean, I have dirty Chucks on, right? I'm not in the sneakers the same way.
But you're a
that-
dad, and it's a dad shoe.
I'm a dad.
Yeah,
and I
but I
got off
wouldn't.
like J's.
Yeah, I would
You're a
wear.
dad?
I got a 9-year-old.
I have
Real
a lot-
dad.
I have a lot
wearing-
more
yeah,
follow-up
So you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, we gonna talk. It's all good.
Yeah.
Wait, so you fucking with those racks?
These? The Monarchs?
Yeah.
No. My uncle probably is.
If Supreme does a
Not
Monarch
buying
collab,
that. Not copying that.
You know,
All right, I want to talk
didn't
about
like it or not. It's just, you know,
my
people are sheep, bro. Sheeple.
my worst thing of the week is the resale prices on this off-white Converse Chuck Taylor thing.
Damn shame.
I don't
blame
think
this guy.
Don't blame me for shit.
How much are they? I don't know.
They were as high as 1,000 at one point. I think they've dipped a little bit now that
700.
more pairs. 700. That's what they're going for.
700,
I
yeah.
just think that like we spoke about last week. Nobody liked this shoe when they first unveiled it, and then everybody just fell for it when there was this big gap.
it was like a
between seeing
unicorn. It was a unicorn because
But-
it was like you show that you had a plug if you had a pair.
Make sure your socks are clean.
That's
if you're
kind of
wearing
what it
these.
was, but it also filled a void, you know, kind of like as finishing off the 10 now with all the new shit
I
coming
get
out.
it, but
All
it's
right.
weird that, you know.
Every week here on the show, we discuss our cop or drop picks. By the way, I actually buy the shit that I talk about. You see me here with the Zoomfly SPs on. If I talk about it on here, I'm actually doing it in real life.
Have you tried to run in those?
Yeah.
Do you run?
His
some
ass don't
miles.
run nowhere but to the damn
A
bodega.
number of miles.
And he also turned into a vegan in the process.
Oh, word!
Atmos is responsible for a lot of excellent sneakers. This is not one of them. I don't think photo prints ever
What's
really
beef?
look good on retro shoes.
Let's agree though that these suck, which I think is good. Talking about more dad shoes, what I'm gonna cop this week. If I can get my hands on this is the Aries X New
They
Balance.
really got you all the way in.
990
How could
V3.
what could New Balance do right now to make you mad?
Kill someone? I gotta fly to the UK to pick these up at a pop-up shop.
You like these too, Trey?
Their work, yeah. I mean, that, you know, it's a little color pop. It's different. You know, it's a good resale.
You don't fuck with the 990s?
Rex, is there a shoe coming out this week that you approve or disapprove of? No.
There's nothing you want
strong
this week?
opinions?
Is there
Trey?
nothing worth?
My heart is.
I mean, I think that
it is
what you call it
content.
drops, right? The Jordan off-white's gonna be the move. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna drop everything. Not in a bad way, like it's shitty, but I'm just saying like I don't want it. So there's no need.
There's
for me
nothing
to-
worth reselling.
Do you wear
I mean,
New
It ain't
Yeah.
nothing worth me wearing, man. Y'all go.
Do you wear New Balance though, or General?
No.
No.
Why not?
Because they just don't fit my aesthetic.
All right. Every week here on the show, we like to dip into our mailbag and take some user-submitted questions. Peyton Smith here asking, do you guys think Jordan Brand is coming back or is it slowly dying? Thoughts? Welty, you want to kick this one off? I know you're always looking for a reason to hate
It's
on
always
Jordan
been
Brand.
dead to me, so I don't know where it's been. But
You have no...
no, I think Jordan Brand did have a lot of momentum at the end of last year with the Off-White 1, Levi's 4s. That was picking up. They seem to be in a bit of a gap right now as far as surefire hits, but we don't know what else is going to come out. So
If Jordan is like, it's the biggest brand, and you have like
It's not dying.
It's not dying,
Yeah,
but like
no
the thing
way.
is, what people like in footwear, the hardest thing to do is, and like as a company like Nike, Adidas, is find a silhouette, right? So like 1 through 8, at least 10, to 12, like those are silhouettes you can't ever duplicate again. Like you're trying, they're innovating,
Yeah,
but like
right.
you can't beat that. So like, I mean, look at all the energy Adidas has tried to put on getting
New
to
shit.
second place,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like that, they still have. I mean, I love Adidas. It's great. They still have 5 shoes they're rotating in now.
Right.
And Nike still has all that vault to go back to, and those are like fire shoes. So I don't think there's any way that they're gonna. I mean, they might stumble here and there, but it's Nike, dude. They'll be okay.
I agree.
You know.
All right, that's our show for the day. Trey, thank you for coming by here. What can we expect next from Alife? What are we looking forward to in the near future?
We're releasing a Croc shoe with Crocs, which would be like, I'm interested in get that on your guys' show so you guys can talk shit about it.
Okay,
But
we're happy to do that.
It's great. Product
you're
innovation.
gonna wear some Crocs?
I
He
fuck
probably
with
would
Crocs.
never.
When I
love to
cook,
see it.
I wear
love to
Crocs when
see
I'm in
him.
the kitchen.
Yeah. But no, but just different. The Crocs is going to be the same way that the like for us, like the Reebok tennis ball out was, just innovative, just pushing the envelope, and like really our goal is to try to go left. Like we feel like right now everybody's in the same way we all talked about Jordan, like Yeezy. Like we're just trying to go, like we always been, just pioneers in a different direction. So.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. A quick message before we get out of here. We will be taking a brief hiatus for a couple weeks. We will be back. New show, new set, the same old
And then
Matt
a new
Welty.
person in the seat,
Hopefully
maybe.
a new person in the seat. You can catch us out and about in the meantime. You see me on the train. Don't be afraid to say hi like that one gentleman who asked me for a photo. He actually said to me, unprompted, he said, "Fuck Rich Lopez." Which I felt that when you said that.
Damn.
Anyways, I'm Brendan Dunn.
I'm Matt Welty from Complex Sneakers.
Oh, you want me to? Oh, I know. I'm Rex from Get In Line.
We'll see
Make
you
sure
in a
you tune
while.
into my shit. God damn it.